art helps people expand the way they see the world, and especially with an issue like global warming, which is so huge and the implications of it are so big. It's really hard for people to envision what that's going to be like.
We wanted to find a topic of urgent societal concern that would have the potential to engage our entire campus. And we wanted to use art as a catalyst for that engagement. We also wanted to experiment with the integration of art and science. How would it affect faculty teaching and student learning if we were to put an artist and a scientist together in a classroom? Could we not only teach the scientific data, but also give students a heightened and embodied awareness of that science that could lead to deeper engagement and knowledge? Our topic was climate change, and the project, Feet to the Fire, an 18-month campus and community exploration of climate change. Wesleyan Center for the Arts partnered with Professor Barry Chernoff, chair of our Environmental Studies program, and choreographer Ann Carlson to create a project that was actually as multi-layered and interconnected as the evidence of the global warming process itself. Project activities included creating a common experience program for all first-year students, readings and discussions representing multiple perspectives about climate change that culminated in a common moment, choreographed by the Liz Lerman Dance Exchange.
So in a moment, the peer advisors are going to help us break into 5 different teams. And we're going to use this dance as a seed to grow something totally new.
We created an eco-arts festival in a neglected city park. Local and regional artists were invited to create visual installations and performance works that would engage people in thinking about climate change. We invited organic food vendors and environmental exhibitors to join them in creating a festival where the lines between art and education were blurred. 86% of those surveyed indicated that the festival enhanced their understanding about climate change. 71% indicated that the arts range from very important to essential in raising public awareness about climate change. We commissioned new works of art, including photographer Marion Bellinger's Landfill and Ann Carlson's Green Movement. Wesleyan music faculty member Alvin Lucier composed a solo work for cello inspired by data that measures the melting of 30 glaciers over a 24-year period. Ron Quivola placed a sound installation in the college's bell tower that played for about 10 minutes every evening at 6 p.m. for the entire academic year. The weather at 6 connected us to 100 years of slowly rising temperatures. Choreographer Hari Krishnan presented Liquid Shakti, a work that contemporized the myth of the river goddess Ganga and reflected in movement and image the effects of aggressive industrialization. And we commissioned Native American composer Barbara Kroll to create a new orchestral work for the Wesleyan University Orchestra. We then challenged ourselves to understand the human scale of climate change. We commissioned the UK's Stan's Calf to present a version of their performance installation of All the People in All the World, where each grain of rice represented statistics collected by 170 students enrolled in Wesleyan's introductory environmental studies classes. The pedagogical exchanges had the deepest impact on faculty and students. Barry Chernoff co-taught a semester-long course with Ann Carlson on climate change that used Middletown's landfill as a site. And he co-taught another course with Cassie Metter of the Dance Exchange that took students to Guyana. We created modules in existing Wesleyan courses, 2 to 4 class sessions where scientists and artists co-created curriculum dealing with climate change. A landscape painter partnered with an environmental scientist. A photographer with an astronomer. A government professor with a choreographer. An anthropologist with a printmaker. And we created a co-taught curriculum in the after-school program of the Green Street Arts Center. The project ended in June of 2009, but the Feet to the Fire brand has continued, and we mounted yet another first-year student common experience program that was just as popular with students. Experimentation with co-taught courses and modules continues. From Feet to the Fire, we have learned that art and science can evolve each other, and we can achieve something greater for the combination. We have seen artists and faculty members have their teaching, their research, and their learning modes transformed by interdisciplinary exploration. We are continuing to experiment with new ways to take the arts into new curricular and co-curricular areas. Finally, we are committed to guaranteeing that students and faculty are exposed to arts integration across the curriculum and in campus life.
I mean, from the time I've been in maybe 2nd grade, I've had math class, I've had science class, I've had art class, I've had reading, I've had music, and they've always been separate, and now we have different teachers for them, and now we have specialists in them, and we go more and more, and we lose the big picture, and we get closer and closer to just little specifics. And I think that's been the really great thing about this intensive with artists and with scientists and with just students who want to learn, is that we're able to broaden our minds to try and make these connections. And I think I'm beginning to see where and how it can be successful and the ways that it can develop more.